Hey, this is Sean.
And I'm Dell, and you're watching Up Late
with Sean Dale.
Come on now.
Hey,
Yeah,
call me in the middle.
What is going down? Welcome out to Up Late with Sean and Dell.
Yeah, it
Sean,
is Tuesday.
how was your? First of all, I'm loving those earrings.
Thank you. And it's so funny. I said, since I don't have to worry about pants, I bought a lot of earrings. So I've been just buying earrings since these are my pants now.
Earrings and tops, guys. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I still got on my dog walking pants at the bottom, but don't even worry about that. I'm
Straight
looking good.
pajamas. Straight pajamas on mine. So good for you. Actually having outdoor clothes on.
I lost one of my earrings right after we hung up last night. I went back to the restaurant because I was like, guys, have y'all seen the earring? So hopefully Joncea will find it in her car. And guys, we got an awesome show tonight.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
We got some amazing guests in the building. Now, y'all know last week we had the Guy Grievances. Okay, guys was having they woes with dating us. This week we got the girl grievances, and we invited two very special guests. One being Sherese Renee Seevers, the
Seevers.
author of Seevers, the author of I Now Pronounce You Divorced, and the beautiful comedian Joncea
Yes.
Dixon. Guys, it's going down.
Let me do my gangster lane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving your backdrop. It looks like you can cut an onion on it as well. Like it's an also cutting
I
board.
might have to cut an onion on it, Sean. Okay, because it is real cut boardy.
Yeah, it definitely sort of double as a cut board.
I got this thing from Marshalls. It's like it says believe on it. Oh, hold on. It
Oh, I
says
love it.
believe. And I keep it there because that's the secret to anything that we want is believing. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep it sitting on right on by, just so I can, look over there and be like believe. So anyway, so I did my homework. Now, guys, every week give me some homework to do. Okay, and this week's homework was the watching Malcolm and Marie on. Now I didn't watch your review because I wanted to see it.
Yes, I said organic. Yes,
looking at it. Okay,
yeah.
I haven't finished looking at it, but still, I got a chance to watch Malcolm and Marie on Netflix, which is starring Zendaya and John David Washington.
John David Washington, which is Denzel Washington's son, which a lot of people don't know. He probably doesn't care if people know that, but yeah, it's still he comes from good cloth.
Now, I thought about it, and it was like this is every couple when somebody doesn't have it all the way together and the other one is real ambitious. Now, I'm only gotten to the middle of it, but of course, I was just like, I need you to get some dreams and hopes. I was thinking about, I was in the position of John David where I'm just like, I need you to get some dreams and hopes. You hating on my good night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you becoming that person. It's like, I'm not gonna keep pouring into you while I'm over here getting all mine going on. But that's why you gotta watch it, because it really is. It's not about so much as the person having and the other one doesn't. It's more about appreciation, or just it's more about a man's position of what he feels when they're arguing, and a woman's position when she feels when she's arguing with him about something that she feels validated in, and he invalidates it.
Yeah.
So there's that, and I've gotten a lot of people because I've been like before when I was watching, I stopped because I needed to really invest in, and people have said to me that they felt that it was too heavy. It was triggering for them. That's a lot of what I've gotten back from my female friends about watching it. So, and like I told you, it's more of an actor's film than I believe it's a film that is not going to make you feel Love Jonesy or Best Manny or none of those, black romantic calm kind of films. It's not that. It's if you was having the the fly on the wall to someone's relationship kind of movie.
Yes. Yeah, guys. So if you haven't seen it just yet, okay, Zendaya and John David Washington, who plays Malcolm and Marie, they are a couple, and the film opens up with him winning, debuting his film, and it, the crowd loved it, and he had stellar reviews, and then they come home and they start dealing with unappreciation. She felt like she should be thanked. She felt like, oh, you couldn't even do the film if I didn't have my life. And he's just like, oh, you was on drugs. You got to keep on going. So you got to watch the film. But of course, Shaw made me watch it. And I wanted to just get on over there and wring Zendaya's neck. Like, I need you to stop watching from the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was arguing with him the whole time because...
Well, that lets me know that you looked at it from the man's point of view, because there was moments where I was like, oh, can she get over it all? But I said, but then that's what men want us to do. They want us to be like, all right, after he apologized, for us to just let it go. And so that's that moment where I was like, no, but she's justified in her feelings in that moment, and she shouldn't feel invalidated if she feels that way. So it's not that she doesn't have a career. She had other aspirations, and then she had this, drug, addiction and all that kind of stuff. So that's the thing about that storyline. So I think there's more.
How you gonna belittle that? Well, she had aspirations, but then she had drug addiction and all that. That interrupted the aspirations, and that's where I really felt him at, is because you're in a relationship and somebody is letting their drug habit. And mind you, I was feeling this from the friend standpoint. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have friends that have letting drugs take over their life. Mm-hmm. And now I'm the person that's working hard. And it's just like, well, everybody can't be like you. Well, everybody ain't going to get up and work hard, but you can though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can get up and go to the dealer, go get your weed for the week, and then you can spend $800 on weed. You can just go get the things you need.
Yeah.
And I was
and that's true, because I don't think you got to the part where he basically chastises her for her inability to want something. And I'm not trying to give it away, but that's the point that you're making, where if you want something, you're gonna go for it. You're gonna go after it. You're not gonna sit back and let somebody else take something that you want. So to your point, which is valid, that he brings up to her.
Well, I think our first fan question of the night is, guys, do you think when you're on an ambitious road, do you think you need to take a minute to I can't even say, I shouldn't even be asking the question. Do you think you should be taking time out of the ambitious, busy road to uplift a friend who you feel that they can uplift themselves more? Do you think you should be taking a minute off your schedule to uplift them, or should they get it together themselves? Put that in the fan comments, and we'll be reading them next, because that's what happens in relationships.
You should minimize it to friends. I mean, I guess you could feel that way about a friend too, but they're in a relationship, so there's that. So
yeah, and that's why you also have to be careful of who you're in a relationship with, because. Yeah. Then you be you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you taking that ambition, you taking that. Guys, I'm tired just talking about this right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because it does wear you out. You know what I mean? And I was really feeling worn out by all of her complaints. But I do want to. I do feel like definitely thank me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm helping you all this time, but. Then you spew in you mediocre, but you haven't done nothing with your life but be on drugs. So
well, she did. That's why I'm saying you can't say that, because you didn't watch the whole movie. She was the typical model. Let's just say that fell into the spiraling down of that. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Typical supermodels, though. They keep you going. They keep you going after the trap. Anyway, guys, our first of all, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Up Late with Shaw and Del. Last week, we had the Guy Grievances, where a black man's video surfaced in my inbox, and he asked if we are paying everybody else to help attract a black man, if we're paying them to, paying trainers to get our bodies fit, paying hairdressers, all of this, paying IVF doctors, all of this to attract a black man. Why don't we pay a black man directly? Well, guess what? This week we have girl grievances going, and we got to get started with the first girl grievances. Now we're going to bring in our two guests to discuss the girl grievances right after the Up Late with Sha and Dell funny. Let's get it going with the Up Late with Sha and Dell funny.
We've gone out and got the designer mask, the red mask, and even the studded mask. Now, brought to you by the makers of Always Keeping You Dry, brings you the Veggie Mask. Available in a pack of 12 at most retailers. Go out and get yours today.
That long today.
Let me just say this caught me off guard. Dale produces today's show, and when I say I'm thinking that this is some internet foolishness, and it was a self-inflicted foolishness.
Guys, let's bring in our two guests so we can get our first video on. Introducing Sherese Renee Seevers and Joncea Dixon in
yes.
the building.
I forgot to get my clap ready, y'all. Excuse me.
Oh no, don't worry about getting your clap ready.
I know. I'm gonna wait. Sherese wants to clap. I'm sorry. She wants to clap. I know her well, so she wants to clap.
Make it clap, Shaw.
Hold on, she wants to clap.
I just want to call attention to the dedication of both of our guests. Joncea being in her car.
Yeah.
This is the real dedication, guys.
I am.
She's going to be here if she does not stand us up. Amen.
And Sherese said she was going to be in bed by 9, and so we keeping her past her.
Let me try to get a good angle here. There we go. Is that good?
Yes, that looks great.
Oh, that was perfect. Yeah.
So, ladies, let's not even delay on getting into it. Let's get into the first video of the girl grievances that we found, on the internet.
Have a lot of slim pickings. The pickings for women are not as vast as the pickings for men. We are literally picking through a pile of shit when it comes to men. Either you find it and you ain't got no job. Either you got a job and you ugly as either you don't have a lot of money but you got a big either we trying to pick and choose through a lot of bullshit y'all bring it to the table.
She mad. She mad. That's what I like to call her. She mad. You hear me?
Tell us why you mad, son. Tell us why you mad. Do it. Guys, how y'all feel? Let's jump right in there. Hello?
Are we allowed to be real?
Okay, be real, but be clean as well. Let's be real.
I don't know about being clean. I ain't gonna be dirty, but she right.
She right.
Y'all know them ugly dudes be having bread. Y'all know them ugly dudes have bread. Say they don't. Because they know they got to. They ugly.
They got to. But it's the ugly guys that don't know they ugly is the problem that I have.
They're all over the place.
They have no idea they are because we make them feel good.
Yeah.
We do.
Well, not me, but we make them feel good because of the financial gain from it. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, y'all feel the pickings are slim? Because see, I'm one of the people that I don't get caught up in statistics. People are always trying to read statistics. I don't think I've ever heard any white male statistics at all unless it was something good. I only hear, all y'all black men locked up, all y'all black women sick, every black woman got is a baby mom. I don't hear any good black statistics, and that's why I don't go by them, because we in the system that also printed in a book that we was 3/5 of a man. Now, have we progressed from within that system, yes, but we still, are living in a system that is known to be predatory. So that's why I just can't go by like a lot of the lax statistics. So are we feeling like there's not enough, or are we feeling like, oh, we gotta set? Because essentially she's saying, we gotta settle with one of these. Do we have to settle or not?
I disagree. I disagree with what she said. I feel like you surround yourself. I don't know. It's kind of like the laws of attraction, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. So I can name right now 5 really good dudes that, that are, we're just platonic, but they good dudes. You know what I mean? And I don't think, I don't know. I mean, they have a lot that they bring to the table. Now, I can't speak on all of their nether region.
Yeah, because that's a big thing.
I don't know what they're bringing to that table. Yeah, but I do know, as far as personality, and gainfully employed, love the Lord, attractive, stylish, funny. I know a lot of those guys.
But then let's get into that then, because here's the component to that. They have all the qualifying factors that most women want. Have they, I guess, expressed to you what has been their roadblock, or is it all on them? Was it mostly on the women?
See, I feel like men, this is my opinion, when they decide that they're ready to settle down, they just settling down. So it could be, a long-term homegirl. It can be an ex. It can be the next girl who just pulled up and she happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. In that moment.
Well, Joncea, I want you to jump in there, Joncea, because Joncea did find love, in a pandemic.
Oh, hey, love.
Yes. In the pandemic, go ahead.
In the pandemic, found love. And the thing about it too is Joncea has expressed to me off camera about, what she is looking for has changed. So maybe that has prompted the find for the love.
Let's get into that then. Let's get into that. So what did that?
Well, what I'll say is, all of my life I pictured myself with this tall, dark, either bald or locks, slim, no more than like 160, 170, like slim. Ooh. I don't even like muscles. None of that. Guy, like super slim, kind of looking like maybe Kevin Garnett-ish.
Okay.
Type of guy. As I'm sitting over here weighing in at 300, looking like Precious and Vespuccia mix, but still, that's not the point.
Hey, now,
I had a clue, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that was who God was going to send me, period, because me and God are the homies. And, of course, all the other attributes was going to be there. He was going to be an amazing guy, no kids, you know our list.
You had the whole list.
No kids, amazing guy, wonderful, big, huge family guy, just a guy that don't mind my mama living with us, all this shit, right? I had the whole list. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotta take care of mama.
You better. So, girl, let me tell you, I also was determined I would never mess with a comedian. No way, no how, never have, never will. I ended up meeting a
Dale. Go ahead.
I know, definitely that person. Me and her definitely agreed on that. But I ended up meeting a guy who is only 6'1".
Only.
He is a big guy. He's super handsome, super cool, loves God. I mean, he is the whole package, not wrapped like I thought it would be.
Amen.
Okay. And I love this Bama. Oh my gosh, why do I
love this Bama? Got DC in the building.
Y'all, I hate how much I love this dude. Like, every moment I can, I try to run.
Well, let me ask you this. So with his exterior not meeting what you thought, what did he have to do to get your attention or want to keep your attention?
Let me tell you something. We were on a show just like this, actually. 4 blocks. And he would always say little things like, you're going to be my wife and things like that, right? I'm serious. One day he was like, no lie, y'all, this was August. He was like, yeah, God already told me you're gonna be my wife. And I was like, shit, this is my exact word. Now my God, just like that.
Okay.
Not my God.
Girl,
That's
y'all,
what
my
that
face
lady
was
told
like,
me.
oh no, my God, no me, my God already know I don't do fat boys. One, two, he was like, all right, we'll see. And then one day, I swear I thought I was doing the world a favor. Him, everybody. I just said, you know what? Okay, just take my number. Take my number. And I just thought it was gonna be, I'm gonna encourage this dude, pour into him a little bit, and he gonna go on his way.
Yeah.
Because that's probably all he wanted for real. He ain't want me, he couldn't have wanted me because I don't want him,
That's how the laws of attraction work, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna just give you my number, and I gave him my number, y'all. And why? The first conversation we had,
It doesn't.
it was like 7 hours.
What?
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. He was amazing. I mean, I'm telling y'all, we talked. It was like I met my husband, my best friend, my brother in Christ, like everything. I was like, oh my God, this is what it is. This is
it.
the feeling of what all of these married women talk about. Like, this is it. Like, this is the real deal. Oh my God. You'll
So
know
then
what it feels.
with everything you know about that, then when women are so hard pressed on the list, what would you say to the women that say, well, if he ain't checking all these lists, I ain't got no time? What would you say to them about that?
You know what I would say? Now? I wouldn't have said this 3 months ago. But now, women, ladies, you don't know. You say you do, but you don't know what you want. Because
Or what you need.
when that man
Yeah.
that God sent truly comes, God knows what you want, and when he comes, you will see what you like. You will see what you want. Because now I can't even imagine. Like, I'll be looking at all types of big
That hating
boys. Like,
internet again.
God, you are so fine. To me all this time, and I'll be like, now I'll be looking at the chunks like, ain't you handsome? Look at you, boy.
So the attraction grew. Is that what you're saying? The attraction grew
Yeah.
because when you're a physical person, like a lot of other people, myself, you know what I'm saying? It can't, it's hard for the physical attraction to grow when you like a particular thing. So you're saying through these conversations, the physical attraction grew.
It wasn't even that the physical attraction grew. It never even had to grow. When
No.
I talked to him, because he's already a handsome guy. He's handsome anyway. But all of those shallow thoughts went away when I seen how much of an amazing guy he was. He was everything else on the list, but a comedian. He was kind of short for what I like, and he was a big guy. But everything else was what I wanted on my list, and then I realized those are the things that's most important. You know what I'm saying? My boyfriend can lose weight. I can lose weight. These particular things that we so-called say, but him having the heart, the way he loves his mother, the way he loves my mother, the way we talk about children and future, and just it's just everything. I mean, most guys you try to talk to when you are an artist, guys, especially I'm from the East Coast, they try to holler at me, and I'm like, are you gonna move to LA and this and that, and why you gotta be out there? And they don't understand it, they don't get it. This dude is just, he gets it, he gets me, and it's not that I didn't have to change my attraction, because the attraction was there because we connected spiritually first.
Let's get to the fans. Check in with the fans, and because they going off in the comments. Nate Funk said a strong relationship takes teamwork efforts. Deatica says, love this Bama. Congratulations. Deatica
That's a
says
DC thing, y'all.
Deatica says she got the cheat code. And then he also said, put down the list and get to what's important.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I can see that. Also, my Auntie Gwen says hello. Hey, Auntie Gwen, we see you in the building.
Hey, Auntie.
Well, let's switch it over because Deatica did say put down the list and get to what's important. Well, what exactly is important? Because here's a video that surfaced on TikTok, and guys, we gotta get to what y'all think because Sha is convinced that I need to do this same thing on the TikTok video. Guys, here it is. Let's play that one more time.
Did you see the list?
Why African women date a white man? Okay,
where is Ian?
They show you the world. He must have flew over to Senegal and picked him somebody right out the crowd.
Hello,
because you know, but I mean, I do meet a lot of black women.
I saw her been a road one day, but go ahead.
And you said what? What'd you say? What'd you say, Chuck?
Don't say it again.
I was on the girl in the video. You would say she came from some other country. I said I've seen her somewhere locally for sure. So.
Oh yeah. You know, you've seen her in Senegal, Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This is what I'm talking about. Sha, the guys, me and Sha, after this show, we talk for at least 17 hours after this show. And Sha is convinced that you might need to switch races to find you a man. Now, see,
wait, let me prep. Wait,
clarify that, please.
Let me prep before you start saying
your black husband.
I never said switch. I just say open up yourself because when you have the I will never list, then that's when you close off yourself. I've always said just open yourself up to the possibility that if you have the requirements of the core values of a man, the outer package of him shouldn't matter. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it has to be where you're saying that just specifically start saying, I'm not giving no black man no time of day. I'm just saying, open yourself up to the possibility. If a white man asks you out on a date, go on a date with him. He not asking you for his hand in marriage. Just go on a date. You don't even know what I remember having this debate with a girlfriend of mine because I said to her, in our friend circle, well, maybe she start dating some white men. One of the girls like, why? Why she got to start dating white men? She got highly offended. I recommended that because I said, how does she know what she don't like if she ain't never tried it? That's all I'm saying.
Sherese, how does she know
I don't like this and never tried
it? I'm just saying, Sherese, come on now. Authoress now.
What's the question?
Writer. I'm just saying in terms of we all have a list and normally race is either at the top or these top 5. When you get to that, I guess, that centralized version of a list, do you not feel like you're cutting yourself off to the possibility?
I'm open to interracial dating. I have my preference, of course, but I'm open to it. But my issue with the list is the height because I'm 6'1". So I'm 6'1". I like to wear heels, of course, pre-pandemic. And I want my boo to come up behind me and kiss me on my neck too, but I can't do that when you 5'7". The man who's 5'7" might actually be a giant. So I definitely, I can definitely take something from that as far as cutting off people with that kind of physical thing.
Now, Joncea,
I can't go the white man. No.
See, go ahead.
Matter of fact, I can't go outside my race. I would date mini me before I date. I mean, a black dude that's 4'3" before I date anybody outside my race. I cannot.
When you say race, there's Indian, because people, I mean, you could be definitely different as far as your race. You could be Indian, you could be Puerto Rican, you could be so. So when you mean like in terms of what? So they specifically got to be African American.
I don't care how you put it. I don't care what Indians is, whoever on what plantation. I want me a black man.
Okay.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I cannot. I can't even watch no other race. I
know what you were about to say.
First of all, just to piggyback off of what Joncea said, I tell Shaw all the time, I need him to be, because Shaw be like, well, what if he's African? And I'd be like, I need him to be right here from Africa, America, okay? Because I need a full black man. Like, I need somebody to know the struggle.
Now, I don't mind an African. He just got to be black. I can't. He can even have a little white in him. I just look.
You mean you want him like second generation African? Got it. Okay.
I don't care if he born here. I don't care what African he is. He just can't be no Caucasian. I don't want no Asians. And I'm not. Everybody say that's racist. I don't care what you call it. I want to produce my people. I want to reproduce my people.
You know they become your people no matter what. You know the 3/4 thing, girl. Bye. Go.
Also, but
the box that God gave me only allows
Africa.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Yes.
So do y'all think that these things on your list, they start to change the older you get? Because I mean, when you're dating while you're older, I'm 41. Mm-hmm. Everybody got some baggage. Everybody got something they're bringing to the table. Mm-hmm. Everybody, even if you don't think you have none, boo, you got some. We all have something that we're bringing. So does that, like, what's the fine line between compromise and settling? That's something that I kind of go
like. I feel like for me, compromise. First of all, let me just comment on the like white male thing. I always feel like, white women aren't pressured to be like, well, just get you a black man. Like they just happen to meet a black man or they're targeting a black man. But friends aren't being like, well, open yourself up to get outside the race and get you someone. You know what I'm saying? They just happen to meet. But I feel like we get the pressure of being like, because, we're always going about this life. But to answer your question, I feel that my list, I feel that not the older I get to compromise, but I feel like there are certain things that are on my list that I'm willing to like I do like a tall man, but I can tell you that sometimes I run into a short man and I feel the straight fire chemistry, like with this short guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, because I will feel like down there, he's probably supposed to be 7 feet tall, but you know what I'm saying? Because I need the guys. I'm sorry. It's nothing wrong with wanting to, have chemistry. Need chemistry. You do need to have chemistry with your person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about we started out with no chemistry and now we grew it. No. It needs to be like instantly there, and then we grow from there. You know what I mean? But I'm flexible when it comes to things like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know that I'm married, but I would say before being married, I had I didn't date men who had kids and was married prior to. I just was always like, I don't.
I love a divorce. I love a divorce.
But that's what I'm saying. As I got older and was still single, I was like, okay, I opened myself up to a few things.
As a divorced woman, I like hearing that you're divorced. I feel like, and not everybody learns from their mistakes, but hopefully you have learned something from that marriage. If you're back in the market to be married again, I'm a divorcee who wants to be married again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
My list was no marriage, no kids. I mean, my list was dumb long. It really wasn't. I'm seeing nobody younger. This dude is younger also. He's also younger. And he doesn't have any kids. Of course, he's never been married. I mean, I don't know.
And look at you, just as smitten as you want to be.
I mean, giggling, blushing. The girl has been blushing since we got on here.
Yeah, I hate how much I like this dude. Like, I want
to have these babies tomorrow.
He's so freaking awesome, man, and he really he's so freaking awesome. I hate
that is so good though, because those are the stories you want to hear. Because as the video we played earlier, it's the mentality that you have to give up all these other things in order to get hopefully some decent form of a man. And it's not that, it's just being open. And that's all I'm saying, because we make and we was going to ask a question about deal breakers. What are your like finite deal breakers? Like, you know, race is one thing, but we talking about like relationship wise things. Like, what is the thing that you like, I can't take?
We have to serve the same God. For me, we have to serve the same God.
Okay.
Amen.
Period.
Amen.
Deal breaker.
If you have kids, you have to be a good father to them.
Okay.
I can help.
Okay.
I think I can help you with all of that. Let me see. Deal breaker. You can't.
You can help them if they didn't serve the same God either.
I mean,
that's what Christians are supposed to do. We're not gonna turn into that kind of show, but yeah.
How I look at religion is probably different than a lot of people. I look at religion different. So it's not if we don't serve the same God, because you got to be equally yoked. So that would probably be something that's super duper important to me. But I would honestly be interested into knowing who you believe in and why. You know, it's just
like if you were Muslim and Christian. Like, you're not saying like he's an atheist. Like, is an atheist a deal breaker for you?
For me, absolutely it is.
Okay.
I don't think I would entertain an atheist. So probably. I mean, okay. I don't have me even entertaining an atheist, because our conversations wouldn't even matter. Nothing about him would be attracted to me. To sit there and just, because I would, a Muslim I would pick first before an atheist.
Okay.
Because to me, I believe that there is one huge God, and it's like the human race. There's one race, it's the human race, and it's broken down into a whole bunch of different races and stuff like that. Somebody else that's a Christian like me will be like, but see, I am on some whole different level stuff when it comes to spirituality and God. And I'm not all into the running to the churches and doing all this and that, and I have a very amazing relationship with God. I just choose to to worship Jesus Christ. That's my choice, but I'm not going to like box you or fight you if you are a different, however, you must believe in God.
Okay.
You must believe. That's definitely something that you must believe in. Something. Shoot, you have to believe in a higher being than you. And then if we are compatible in all these other thousands of ways that I have, I'm sure I could get you.
But what are your thoughts because Dale says this often about it being a turnoff, using the word universe as opposed to?
I mean, I say universe sometimes too. It's just that it's just another word for God. And some people feel more comfortable saying universe. I mean, to me, I don't get into all that. So the people that say universe, it doesn't mean that they don't love God. It's just that that's what they call their God. I mean, whatever. That's whoever's choice that is. I don't get caught up in that type of stuff. And I'm not gonna sit here and argue like Christians, especially. They love to argue. Like we don't even got time for that. We don't even have time for all of that. God don't need no bodyguard. He don't need no, Jesus don't need no daggone bodyguard or no superhero to take up for him and all that. All his word says is, let your light so shine so I can be glorified. So if you are walking in your light and you shine in your light will be, you will attract that God. You will attract God. You are God and you will attract God. You will, that's just what I believe or how I live my life. I don't live my life trying to like revert people and all that. I just be a light, and Dale knows how spiritual I am. She knows. I get into worship.
One of the fans answered Shaw's questions about what's a deal breaker, and I'm going to see what you guys think about what a deal breaker is. Inconsistency is his deal breaker. You know what? I think that is a deal breaker for me
Absolutely.
as well.
It is.
Like I, I get.
But inconsistency into what? Because to me, if one day I was like, we going to dinner at 7, and the next week I was like 9. Is that inconsistency? Are we getting down to that granular of inconsistency? Like, are we talking about?
No, see,
I think
when
we
I
talk
hear
about
inconsistency, I'm thinking about your efforts. Like what kind of efforts, consistent effort that you're putting into me and into our relationship. That's when I hear inconsistency, because you hear that a lot, like in the beginning phases when people are meeting each other. Like, oh, he texts me, but he stopped texting, or he don't text
Right.
unless I text, like that kind of stuff. With as
yeah.
far
That's
as
what I'm saying
consistency.
about inconsistency. That I'm trying to get I guess a specific to that, and Deatica's answer to this, because I'm thinking like relationships evolve. So then if we were on the phone for 7 hours in the beginning of a relationship, but we were just getting to the stages of our careers, and 4 or 5 years in, we're not doing it anymore, then our relationship evolved because our lifestyle evolved. So then now, does that now make you go, wait a minute now, because she's not being as consistent in the 7-hour call we used to have. That's what I'm looking at.
I don't think so.
I think that's evolution. I think inconsistency is character.
Okay.
Your character is inconsistent, because we all know when character is something we feel, you do through your actions. If we can't be on the phone 7 hours, but then you call me 3 times a day to be like, babe, I just want to see you. Is that right? That's the same person who was on the phone for 7 hours. But if now you call and, we was on the phone 7 hours and now I don't hear from you for 2 weeks, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't adding up.
But
Yes.
that's different.
Where are you? I don't play with disappearing acts. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think I do have a deal breaker. I just thought about it when he said inconsistency. I can't stand a person that is not of their word.
Mm,
I'm one of them people. Well, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you're
right.
not, just don't say it. Like you cannot. You get 2 times to not be a person of your word, and I swear to God, I'll never answer that phone again.
Okay.
yeah.
Men, friends, all of that. I cannot get with you just being.
Mhm.
And Hollywood is famous for that. Oh, Josh, is
And you sort of just go with it. And that's what people think then I
Yeah.
can get that. But the problem is that people feel like in relationship, you're supposed to be so flexible that it doesn't matter. That inconsistency is okay. That being out of your word is okay, because it wasn't my fault if I was late, if I didn't call you, because it's always these external things that cause it, as opposed to the ownership of the person saying that's why they did it. So
yeah.
So I gotta switch it up really. The Atticus is saying consistency with building the relationship,
okay.
and exactly for Shaw's comment. Let's switch it up and show you guys the next video. This is our final, actually, this is our second to last video. Because when we talk about girl grievances, we have so many questions for girls. We really don't have grievances, we have discussions, guys.
And this question is for Felicia. The question is bigger always better though?
Oh, I saw this.
Hold on, let me play it again in case for the
And this question is for Felicia. The question is bigger always better though?
No. Respectfully, I don't think so.
And I think that needs to be shouted on a t-shirt or like printed on a massive billboard, because I need men who have huge penises to stop thinking that's all it takes. Like there's other elements of you being able to be in the room that's going to make me be able to, climax besides the size of your penis. Like I want that to be literally a billboard thing on every major highway.
Let me tell y'all, I slept with a guy who I should say his name. And when he showed me his penis, it was so small that I plucked it. Because I'm such a.
All right, I'm done. It was nice knowing y'all.
Let me tell y'all something. He hit every spot. Spots I didn't even know it was there. I don't know if it was because it was little. That was the smallest thing I ever. It should have been on a baby. No lie.
I have had a small wonder that
was pretty good, right?
Wait a minute. Wait, I got questions. Wait a minute. Did he blindfold you? Because I want to believe that he switched himself out with somebody else. Because if you can pluck a penis and get all that satisfaction, I need to know.
Oh no, I definitely have had one that made me feel like a lesbian.
Really?
Oh my God.
Well, that means there's other things going on, but that just proves to the point back to what I said. If you get other things working, men, the size is okay. And I know it's so funny because we just had this text group conversation with friends of ours, and we were talking about that. I think because it started about the Trey Songz sex tape thing. And we were talking about that. There are women who have the deepest oceans of interior walls inside them. I get them. I know a few of them. But and that's all it takes for them. But there's other women who need to be stimulated in other areas.
And you know what? I'm one of those women that I've had a small wonder as well, but I just prefer a very large wonder, guys. And that is what I want. And
there's a large wall, y'all.
You need
a large wonder.
See, the thing about it too is when you have a large wonder, all your walls are tight to the large wonder. So I don't even know what size it is because I know I still have that same childhood elasticity and that eager vaginal excitement for the large wonder. But the thing about it too, it's visually pleasing for me. It's
visually.
I want to see. I like to look at it visually, but then I also can't have you be in the room and not doing everything. I still need the emotion. I need the kissing. I need the hugging. I need it to start long before the bedside. You know what I'm saying? Before the bedroom.
Yeah.
I need it all. I can't just have you being like, oh, let me just from the, you know what I'm saying? I just need, I need us to be massaging each other and, those light, gentle touch. I need all of that, alongside the large wonder. And I need your personality not to suck because that personality means everything.
Listen, you can't have everything there. That's the problem.
If this girl says large wonder one more time.
Let me tell you something. They'll be serious about that.
I need to say it one more time.
Yeah.
She said she asked God literally for large penises in her prayer.
Listen, I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying find a middle road. But listen, y'all, because as we know, Valentine's Day is coming up. We were talking the other day, Dale, about if you meet somebody and y'all have only been together for maybe 6 months, do you expect him to buy you something or be with you for that matter on Valentine's Day? 6 months.
So awkward.
I only been with my boyfriend for 3 months. I dare him not to give me. Please. I dare him not to give me. He all talking about something. It don't matter. Let's go ahead. He like, man, that's why I don't like having a girlfriend. I don't care. And you're not going to break up with me until the 16th.
So you put it out there that you want a gift though. So there's no ambiguity. So
but y'all are all in. Y'all are all in. When you're in these little tricky spots where y'all are just starting to talk and really just starting to get to know each other, it gets a little touchy. It's a little tricky there. Because what are the expectations? I might be wanting what?
After, would you be upset if you were dating somebody at 6 months now and he didn't get you anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm a Valentine's Day girl. So within 6 months, I would have expressed to you that I'm a Valentine's Day girl. I'm a flowers girl, 365, 366 in a leap year. So I want to do Valentine's Day. I do Valentine's Day for my daughter. I love, my necklace says love. I'm into that. So you should know me well enough to know you need to do something for me for Valentine's
Day. Any holiday that you can give, I love those holidays. Those are the holidays for anybody, friends, dudes.
Yeah.
I tell him, I sent this Valentine's Day gift off today.
But let me ask you this question. So I remember years ago, I was dating a guy and I was in a crossroad because that's in my mind how we started this conversation, but I don't think we expanded upon it, Dale. I was dating a guy and he only got me a candle without a card. And I was upset about it because I felt like the candle was so insignificant and the card would have meant more to me than him actually going out and looking at a card and trying to figure out, was I being petty, or would that have mattered to you guys?
You were not being petty. Whatever matters to you matters. You weren't being petty. If you feel like you needed a card, then that matters. He should get you a card. No.
And I'm not because I'm an only child, I'm a gifts every day girl. Like I'm not like, oh, this particular day. I do want, like, if we are seeing each other, I do want you to come around on Valentine's Day. I do want us to take a walk in the park on Valentine's, take a picnic on Valentine's Day, and if you have one rose in your hand, that's sweet, or whatever you think is sweet. But I'm a everyday kind of person. I want you to think of me and bring me a candy bar with a rose, a bow on it. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things, because I don't need these big lavish gifts. I just need the constant small thoughts, which means that you thought of me. You saw a flower and you're like, oh my God, here it is, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you saw orange on a tree. I love fresh fruit. You saw that it was going to be a crazy sunset outside. So you like, oh, call me and let's go watch the crazy sunset. I'm that type of person, but I'm not like, let's not get together all week so we can wait on this one day. I want to get together, whenever we get together,
I think that's when like learning and knowing your partner or whoever you're with, that's when all of that stuff plays in, because, like I cook a lot. So I might not necessarily want to cook for you for Valentine's Day because I'm probably cooking for you all of the other days. So for me, a kind gesture for Valentine's Day would be if you say, baby, I'm going to cook tonight, or, I don't want you to do nothing. I'm going to order something in, or something that would, kind of shift the effort a little bit, and put it on me in that way. But people want something different. I don't have to buy a fancy dress and get my makeup done and go out to Eddie V's. I don't have to do all of that for Valentine's Day, but I want to be with my love though.
Well, here's a Valentine's Day that went sour, and I want you guys to just tell me what you think. What happened on this Valentine's Day right here? Now, for those of y'all who are out there listening to this as a podcast, there's a woman being proposed to in the middle of a mall by a man, and she's now running off as Shy is laughing at this man's pain.
Hey, right from the Starbucks. Woo!
I'm talking about people that don't even know this man is walking up to this man. The whole mall walked up to this man to hug this man. Oh my God. God bless this man so much. Guys, what should that man have done? What do y'all think happened right there? Because, we wait for a proposal so long and then we run off, we say no and we run off. They must have been platonic friends and he just bust that out. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I need some subtext.
Right.
He cheated on her. He cheated on her and tried to fix it up with a proposal. And she was like, boy, please. No.
I felt like that run was that she was like, she never was attracted to him because she ran like she was grossed out by him. Like, not even like, no, that's not what I wanted. It was like, ill.
It was like ill.
It was like ill. Like,
Ramonte, we don't date like that.
Wait, what is his name?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, but what did you say?
I don't know what you said.
Ramonte, you just my science tutor. Now come on now. No,
He dashed out of there. You couldn't see what his face looked like, and I definitely think he looked like a moose. So that's
he's a moose. He's a small wonder. Bless his heart.
And hopefully someone in that mall is going to feel bad for him. Okay.
The fans are laughing. Deatica said dying. He said he should count it as a blessing in disguise. Lucky to not get through a bad situation, that he not got a bad situation. I mean, I agree, because if she running off right now, all she was going to do is run off at the end of the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Because
That was like a Married at First Sight setup.
Oh my God. Guys, we can't thank you guys enough.
We have one more question we had to ask. Remember,
I gotta go, guys. I love y'all. I have to go because the place closed at 8 and my friends are texting me.
Oh, look, that is hilarious.
Okay,
we'll ask y'all. Well, we'll ask Sherese about what is your new old lady thing that you've been doing.
Oh, thank you so much, Joncea, for joining us. And you guys, hold on. You guys follow Joncea at Joncea _on IG. And we got one more question for Sherese, and then we'll let you tell us about your book, because you have a book called I Now Pronounce You Divorced that is out now. And go ahead and answer the question and then tell us about their book.
So I was saying, what is your new old lady? Dale thought of this the other day, so we will ask you all, what is your new old lady thing that you've been doing lately? Under this type of situation, we've all kind of, gotten back to certain things.
I definitely I'm into a nice hot cup of tea at the end of the night. Okay. I want to have my tea. I want to sit back and watch my program.
What's in the tea?
Well, it's not a hot toddy all the time. So I like a nice little.
Like, what's in the tea? Are you making your tea your own? Or do you have chamomile? Do you have a certain kind? What's in the tea?
I have different ones. I've got all types of different ones. I've got a mint. I might want a lemon ginger moment. I've got, fresh squeezed lemon and all that kind of stuff. So I really like that. I curl up and read in quiet. Like with no sounds,
like next to you.
I always like to have like a distracting noise in the background if the TV is on, or if the music is on, a podcast is on, or something. But I can actually sit in silence sometimes. So I think that might becoming one of my old lady things.
The throwback.
Mm-hmm. Like, y'all too loud. It's too loud. Like,
I wish I had time to have old lady things, but I would say the only thing I've actually really started. It's funny. No, now I'm thinking about it. It is an old lady thing. I've enjoyed putting puzzles together. I've been trying to do things that's like keeping the kids entertained. So I will get puzzles for them, but get frustrated because they're not into it as much as I am. Because I find myself being like, no, this right here. So I'd be like, I need to get my own puzzle so I can stop putting the pressure on them.
Yep.
How about you, Dale?
Yes. I think, you know what? I'm with you, Sherese, when I'm talking about sitting in silence, a cup of tea. That's what I've been having this whole time. A cup of tea, which I make myself, like lemons, lime, honey. Then I will curl up with a good book. I think also too is, my new old lady thing is, child, I be going to bed. You know what I'm saying? Normally I be up all night. I be in the bed, honey. I be like, it's time to go to bed. Because
like 5:30.
I do. I drive a lot slower now too. I'm a different driver. I've definitely noticed that. Like, I'm like, well, go ahead. When ain't rushing to? Like, I'm doing all that stuff.
I can see that because I definitely was a much more angry driver. I can see that settling in me more now.
Yeah.
This lady cut me off today, and she was giving all this body language, and I was like, girl,
no one's giving that back. Calm down. Wait, before we go, I know about this about the book. I need to get your input on Gorilla Goo Girl first before we go. We must get this. Because I know that it's
I saw the initial video where she was washing it and it wouldn't come off and all that, but I thought it was a joke. So this is really real.
This is a real thing. She has a manager now. She's about to try to sue Gorilla Goo. She's raised over like $10,000 or $15,000 on GoFundMe. Okay, so whether she did it as a hoax to gain celebrity behind doing it, because I believe she actually did it, but I don't know to what extent did she do it in real life. Like, she actually knew that she was doing something. She didn't know she was doing it, and this happened. Not sure yet, but yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Have you ever had that in your hair that she was like, oh my God, not even so much Has it ever been something you've done or had a mishap with your own hair that you was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah. Learning how to color my hair properly. I've had it turn out orange. I've looked like Heathcliff or Garfield. You choose. Yeah, I had it. And then I colored it like an orange color one time. Then I tried to take it back dark because I'm like, okay, well, let me put some black in it. And then I look like Jermaine Jackson. I mean, yeah. All
but
that.
you did not put Gorilla Glue in it because you
I
knew
did not put Gorilla Glue in my hair.
No, that's for sure.
Oh my God. Tell us about I Now Pronounce You Divorced. Tell us about that and how that came along.
Well, I'm divorced, obviously, but it came from, so I started blogging about my divorce, and I started the blog because as I was going through the divorce and all the ups and downs and the highs and lows and just the emotional roller coaster of it, I was kind of looking for books or just some kinds of tools that would help me to feel like I could get to the other side of it. And everything that I found as far as books and everything was just like a self-help, just kind of, but I wanted something raw. Like I wanted to know that other women felt like how I was feeling sometimes. And I just decided to write about it. So I started blogging, and the blog became a really big success. I didn't, it kind of got to the point where people were looking forward to it, and I was just writing, and it was just very raw and uncut. And I just decided to turn it into a book.
And it's amazing. So you did it for cathartic reasons, and now it's like really like helping others too. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I was venting, like I was letting it all out. And I did have a conversation with my ex-husband before I released the blog, and I asked, I kind of asked for his blessing. And he gave it to me, and here we are.
Yeah. Well, what are people going to take away from the book the most, and where can they find it?
So what people are going to take away from it is that there is life on the other side of divorce, and the D word is not final. It's not a curse. We have this stigma that's attached with divorce. We don't like to talk about it. We like to sweep it under the rug, but it's a whole thing that you go through, and you have to go through it. It's a process that you have to go through, but it doesn't mean that your whole, everything with relationships stops there. I think for me, it's been very, one of the biggest takeaways I got from divorce is that now I really know what I want. Now I really know who I am. Now I really know what I bring to the table. Now I really know what I want you to bring to the table, so it has not been, it's not been a bad thing. But while I was in it, I was just like,
everyone died.
WTF. Yeah. So now, as far as where people can find it, people can find it on the blog still, because the hard copy has not been officially released yet. So it's done. It's complete. Like I've been through the editing process and all of that stuff, but I have not officially released it. And I'm still praying on it.
Yes.
Because I really want to have a huge celebration with this book. And while we're still in the pandemic and COVID, like I don't want to have a party that I can only have 20 people at and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to do a virtual release. Like this is my baby. Like this is my heart. This is like I have poured out so much, and I really want to celebrate it. So it's kind of on the shelf for that reason. So we'll see, what happens as time goes on. But it's coming out, and I've got it. And if you want to get a sneak peek, you can go to the blog.
And I know that people can also follow you at Mamapreneur on IG.
Yes.
Tell us about Mamapreneur on IG.
Child, Mamapreneur does so much. She has too many hats on sometimes. So Mamapreneur is she cooks, she sells real estate, she does freelance editing, she does a lot of things, but I take pride in all of those things, and I'm excited about the fact that I have multiple gifts and multiple ways that I can share with people and show my love. But yeah, just old girl is all over the place. Entrepreneur for 13 years now. And I'm very excited about that. I'm very proud of that.
And as your friend, you do them all well, because I know you have your homeboy, homegirl line. She's a phenomenal chef, not just want to say cook, real estate agents. Like, so it's one of those things where it's so funny, because I always think about when I first got into this business, somebody would say, well, why is y'all doing all this stuff? Why don't you just stay in one lane? And people don't often understand that when you have talent, you're supposed to pour into them and not think like, I'm gonna put this way in the box because I shouldn't be doing that right now and just focus on that. And you should let everything that you're doing shine, because like I said, you are doing it phenomenally. So
Thank you.
Read this book. Can't wait.
And I've definitely felt that pressure too. Like, she's all over the place. What is she good at? Like, you know, what is she doing now? But I'm just doing it now.
Yeah.
And I have gifts for you. I can't wait to give them to you.
What?
Gifts for you.
Ooh.
Your birthday coming up, so I said I'll wait.
No, that's one of my love languages, girl.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Up Late with Sha and Del. And thank you to our fans out there for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Guys, we are, first of all, thank you to Sha for our round of applause. That is the round of applause that we've been asking StreamYard to incorporate in this app so that Sha doesn't have to do it. Okay. But
it's
anyway,
coming,
guys, it's been a great time, and we can't thank you enough for joining us on Up Late with Sha and Del. And we will see you next Monday on IG Live at 7:30 p.m. PST time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, ladies.
Up Late with Sha and Del is brought to you by The Buena, an Italian leather custom designed high top sneaker by Gwendoria Abrams Shoes. Order your pair at GwendoriaA.com. Up Late with Sha and Del was also brought to you by Lashed by K. Jeanette. Lashes that last. And make sure you join in the party every Monday as we discuss the hottest topics, hearing what you have to say. Follow us at Up Late TV Show on Instagram.
Hey, everybody, make sure you go and donate to Up Late with Sha and Del. Cash App right there. I don't know if you can see me behind my hair, but you don't need to see me. Just make sure you cash up Sha Hayes at right there in Cash App. You see it on the screen. So you all are donating. We appreciate all that you have done so far. Thank you all so much. Make sure you continue to support the show. But if you can donate at Cash App at Sha Hayes. And we appreciate you, $Sha Hayes. All right. See you next time.